The key to understanding how to use organizational drift is to understand where it's happening. Understand how your business got to where it's at today. And understand if your mitigation strategies are sufficient for where people are having to do the work. And maybe it does reveal that there's a gap in your policies, procedures, your social systems. And you need to shore up your social systems to set your people up for a little bit better success. That is one possible outcome of understanding and managing organizational drift. Right? Another possible outcome would be to just improve the mitigation strategy that you have for your people. Set them up for success a little bit better. Right? Another outcome of organizational drift might be upgrading your physical system. Maybe your physical system is in such a state of degradation that it needs to be replaced completely. Right? So we can drift less. Right? So understanding organizational drift and how to use it is really, really important. The really easy way that you can go out and start understanding organizational drift is to just go out to your front line. Go out and talk to your frontline workers and ask them a very simple question and relatable question. I just ask them, hey, what about your job is a pain in the butt? What task do I ask you to do on a day-to-day basis that you hate doing? Boom, right there. I guarantee you, you will open up the doors of conversation about organizational drift so fast that you won't be able to handle all of the information coming at you. Okay? Just ask your people, hey, what about your job today was a pain in the butt? What do I ask you to do on a daily basis that you hate doing? And then ask, well, what about that task do you hate doing? What conditions drive that task to be such a pain in the butt? It's really going to help you understand where your people are experiencing hurdles in achieving their objectives. This has been a really quick overview of organizational drift and some specific small examples of organizational drift and how it can affect our business. So where do you move forward? How would you move forward with organizational drift? Answer these two questions. Write these down. And when you get into work tomorrow morning, I like to say on a Tuesday morning, it just so happens tomorrow morning is a Tuesday morning, answer these two questions. Where are there instances of drift in my organization? And then go find out what is influencing that drift. What is driving that drift? And how are your people managing that drift today? Because they are managing it, I promise. So, this has been our introduction to human and organizational performance. We have talked about where did human and organizational performance come from? What are the 5 principles and how do we apply them in our business? And we talked about organizational drift and what does it mean for our business and the performance of our business. But what's next? Ask yourself these 3 questions. What do you like about HOP? What would work well for you? Okay? What do you want to learn more about when it comes to HOP and implementing it in your business? Okay? These are 3 great questions to start answering to build a plan and see what could be next for your organization. And then essentially fill this out. What should we stop doing? As a business, as an individual, what will you start doing? And what are you doing really, really well today that you need to continue doing?